the preview like we do every week, going through the frame by frame, and I forgot to hit record. So I'm literally talking to myself for like 10 minutes or whatever about, episode 117, and I forgot to hit record. So here we go again. Take two. Let's talk about Dragon Ball Super episode 117. Ultra Instinct Goku eliminates Kefla. Very surprising. Well, actually, it really wasn't when the spoilers had come out. I knew they were going to get thrown out because there was no mention of them for 117. Now that Kefla mini arc that we saw is over with. That's done. We're going to move on to the next big thing, which appears to be Ribrianne, which a lot of people do not like Ribrianne. I looked through my comments. Believe it or not, I read a lot of YouTube comments, many of them, most of them in fact, and I would actually be willing to say that out of my audience, about 80% of you guys do not like Ribrianne, or you did like her and you're tired of her now. I kind of somewhat agree with the second one. I do think that she's worn out her welcome, and I don't really want to see her anymore. But this episode might have an interesting twist because apparently Ribrianne has a transformation. Plus, there's more. We're going to talk about Ultra Instinct Vegeta on here as well. So let's go ahead and go through, and I will, like I do every week, I will go through the video and break it down, scene by scene. This time it's being recorded. I'm checking right now. And we'll talk about it in the comments, of course, what you guys think. So let's go ahead and do it. First shot here, Ribrianne firing hearts at 18. There are the hearts going at her. She's dodging. Again, Ribrianne using the power of love. I don't know if they're setting up Ribrianne for something bigger down the road, or if they're going to give her her own story, her own manga, her own movie. I don't know, but dude, the Saiyans of Universe 6 and Hit were eliminated before Ribrianne. That irritates a lot of people. I kind of understand. I'm not saying I entirely agree, but I kind of understand. And in this episode, the main fight is going to be Ribrianne and Rosie, the two remaining members of the Kamikaze Fireballs, against Android 17 and 18. But even though a lot of folks don't like Ribrianne, I think you should still watch this episode, and you might still get some enjoyment out of it, because we're going to see 17 and 18 doing those classic double team moves that we saw them do in the Trunks special. We'll see that again. At least I hope so. Goku says here, all the Universe 2 guys are coming at us at once. What basically is going on is that after the fight with Kefla, Goku lost his Ultra Instinct one more time, and the Universe 2 guys came in, and now they want to take advantage of it. Now, I want to clarify something real quick about this shot that you see here. I had a few people hit me up and say, oh, are they doing the fusion pose? No, that is not the fusion pose. Go back and watch Dragon Ball Z. That is not the fusion pose. It looks similar to it with the way their hands are positioned, but no, that's just a regular pose. That's not fusion. So Goku loses Ultra Instinct, and now Universe 2 sees that he's back to being weak, and they want to take advantage of it. And we know that based on that, 17 and 18 get involved, and they want to protect Goku because they know that Goku has to stay in as long as possible because he's the key to beating Jiren, or to maybe beating Jiren. Here the shots are coming right at Goku's face. I mean, right there. He's too tired to even move, I'm guessing. We have the explosion. We have this cool little superhero shot with Rosie and Ribrianne. And here you see, I mean, it's right there in front of your screen. You have 17 and 18 around Goku, and Rosie about to attack. Now, I've had some people send this to me. We found out in episode 116 that Goku's Ultra Instinct, the way it is right now, he's figured out how to dodge, but he doesn't really know how to up his strength with his strikes, and thus his punches are not that powerful. And I've had some people say, well, if Vegeta does Ultra Instinct, wouldn't it be cool if he knew how to do the aggressive, offensive style? His punches do get better, his kicks or whatever, but he doesn't know how to dodge. And then they could fuse and make Vegito, and then you have the perfect fighter with Ultra Instinct. Now, I like that idea a lot. I really, truly like that idea. I don't think we're going to see it, though, because I think this arc is heading towards a Goku-Jiren rematch, and that's the one thing they're really focusing on more than anything. So I don't think we're going to see that, but we do know based on spoilers, okay? Spoiler alert, little one coming up here. Vegeta is going to attempt to do Ultra Instinct in this episode. He's going to try and do it. So while this fight's going on, Vegeta's going to try and get it because he did vow in episode 116 he would master it before Goku. I don't know if he's going to do that, but he's certainly going to try. And we know, based on the video that I did about Ultra Instinct Vegeta, that there's a very, very good chance that he will do it. And there you see them fighting. Here we have, of course, Rosie fighting her ass off. Goku says Ribrianne uses the power of love for a terrifying transformation. Now, that's the big twist here, is that Ribrianne does indeed have a transformation. I'm going to show you guys a little sneak preview of it very soon. And here we have 17 dodging. And there we have Rosie doing the ki blast she can control. Now, while this is going on, and we're going to talk about this in a moment, a little bit more detail, while 17 and 18 are fighting Ribrianne and Rosie, the other Universe 2 guys like Zarbuto and the big General Ruldo looking guy, the red dude with the gem in his head, I forget his name, they're going to go after Goku, so I guess someone else is going to have to come in there and help. Now, as far as I know, Gohan and Piccolo are still fighting the Universe 6 Namekians, the last 2 guys left. But, where's Frieza? Will he help out Goku? You know, there's still other people who can help him out. Vegeta, he's trying to get Ultra Instinct. Will he get involved? You know, and there you see Zarbuto. Now, Zarbuto is I've talked about this before, but there are new subscribers. By the way, I think we're at 400,000 subs. I'm recording this late at night, Sunday morning, Saturday night. I think we're there already. If we're not, we'll be there soon. If we are, thank you. I'll do a video about that later in the week. But I wanted to point out here that, you know, Goku says this is going to be an ugly battle, which go ahead and make your Ribrianne jokes all you want. But here is Zarbuto, who is a Sufurian from Universe 2. Of course, a Sufurian is a Tuffle in the English dub. The race that fought against Goku, not Goku, the race that fought against the Saiyans many, many years ago for Planet Vegeta, which was called Planet Plant back then. Now, that backstory, even though it was not in the manga, was written by Toriyama, and it's in Dragon Ball Z Episode 20. So if you want to revisit that story, go look up Dragon Ball Z Episode 20. Watch it in Japanese, though, because the English one has some weird translation problems that don't make any sense, like the Arcosian thing. That's fake. I already debunked that. But Toriyama did write the story, so the question is, how did Sufuria end up in Universe 2? Same thing with the Yardrat. I'm hoping, I don't know for sure, but I'm hoping that we are going to get that explanation here in this episode. In 117. And here's Goku ready to fight because they're all on him, even though he's tired. Number 17, number 18, show them your coordinated attacks. That, of course, is their team-up moves, which I think we are going to see in this episode. And I think that it's going to be cool to see them do that again like they did in the Trunks arc. And here he is. I mean, that's what I was telling you about. There's Goku surrounded by Universe 2. Now, this shot of, you know, Ribrianne shooting this huge mouth blast, this could be her new form. Like, is it one of those things where she just gets bigger? Like, you know, she goes back to being small and then gets bigger? I don't know, but she has a transformation. And 18's right there ready to fight her. And here is the transformation. It's right here in the next episode preview title card. You see Ribrianne there. She's back in her base form, which is Chateau de Brienne. No, Brienne de Chateau. I got it backwards. Anyways, she's about to transform. You can tell she is right there. She's holding herself. We're going to get a new Ribrianne. I wonder what that's going to look like. And will that be the mysterious new toy that got released a couple days ago? Not the old one, that was Kefla. I mean the new one that came out, I covered it a couple days ago on the channel. Is that going to be what it is? I don't know. Here we see her glowing yellow, so I mean, you know it's going to be serious when someone's glowing yellow, right? Showdown of Love, Androids versus Universe 2. It looks like what's happening here is it looks like 18 is stuck in some kind of like heart prison or something made of energy while Ribrianne transforms. Maybe 18 would not let her transform, so Ribrianne's going to encase her in this energy so she can transform. I don't know. I'm just throwing ideas out there. Let's take a look here. Yeah, Dainuchu. And here we have Ribrianne with her eyes closed and fade to white. So, yes, Ribrianne has a transformation. She ain't going nowhere, folks. I know a lot of people are sick of her, but she'll last at least a little while longer. Maybe she will get tossed here in this episode. I don't think so, but she might. What do you think? Is Ribrianne's new form enough to get you interested in her character? I highly doubt anyone's going to say yes to that, but I still wanted to ask. And what do you think about this upcoming episode? I think it's good we're seeing 17 and 18 in action again. And there's 18 with a shocked look on her face. Also, Ultra Instinct Vegeta. He's going to try to do it. Probably not succeed, but he's going to try. that's coming up next week. So this is your preview. Also, I got a video coming out tomorrow right here on Geekdom 101. First of all, if you haven't watched The Truth of Dragon Ball GT, you got to watch that video, because I don't care if you love or hate GT. I broke down a lot of the behind the scenes that nobody knew about that series, both the beginning of the series and the end of it. And there's tons of information there that, tons of misinformation for years that I'm clarifying in that video after doing a lot of research. So check that video out if you haven't. But tomorrow, right here on the channel, the tingly back, the Super Saiyan tingly back that people hated, guess what? There is an explanation. I'm not trying to justify it. There actually is an explanation for the back bubbles. I had to do a lot of research with Kendamu, but there's actually something secret that people in the Eastern world know about that the Western world doesn't. We're going to break that down tomorrow. Please go into that video with an open mind, because I promise you that you will learn something. Unless you already know it, then whatever. But you will learn something, because I didn't even know until we did the research. So that's coming out tomorrow. Check out the GT video. I will be out of town for most of the week, but I will still be dropping content. Tons of videos coming up, especially some spoilers coming out in the middle of the week. I'll be doing those probably in my other location, in my vacation location. So the mic might sound a little bit weird there, but still, check it out. Look forward to